cross join, you end up with a Cartesian product, permutation of a table, right? So you have like a square, you remember the Punnett square? Kind of like that, right? So you have the rows and columns, and then you multiply each of those that many times to get the entire combination. So really you just like every row in A multiplied by all the rows in B. So if A has this many rows, so you see that you look at A1 first, then A1 combined with that with all the B1, 2, 3, and N, and then A2 combines with all of them, A3 with all of them, and so on. So you get a multiplication of the number of records here, multiply these records here, you get the entire result. So if table A has 5 records, and table B has 2 records, then you get 10 records. Okay? It's 5 times 10. And with the cross join, you don't have to use the on clause. Actually, you cannot use the on clause because it doesn't really care whether it's a match or not. It just do it for you. Okay, so for example, here, if you do a cross join, we know that table films has 3, and then tables gross box office has 4, so we're expecting what, 12, right? So if we put like here cross join, and then I can't use that clause, so I'm going to take that out. So let's see if this is true. Okay. So you can see that the results down here is 12 records, 12 rows, because you have a multiplication of each of these up here. So if you look at this, you see that this is the box office. It's the film. So if you look at the first ID, 1, okay, that's going to be 1 for each of these. So 1 times that, 1 times that, you times that many times, and then the next row that many times, the next row that many times. Okay, and so you have that many records. And a question might ask you, what do you use that for, right? And that should be the question for all of these here. Why do you need them? And the Cartesian here is not really useful for in the sense of like getting the table data you want to use as a report. They usually use this just for this purpose, permutation, for testing purposes, for studying purposes. So if you have 2 or 3 tables and you want to generate a lot of data so that you can test them for whatever it is, then this is the quickest way to do it. Okay. As far as like usefulness in terms of like generating some type of report to make a business decision, I don't think this will give you that result. Okay. So